Hey y'all. Hey there. How's it going? It's your host, WKFLO. And you are tuned in to WKFLO Rhythm Release, where the flow just don't stop. I'm going to go ahead and say right now. When I first started season 1, I can't even say that anymore because I did go ahead and re-record episode 1, 2, and 3. After saying that I wouldn't, but feeling compelled to, just so that everything could be uniform. But those episodes, when I tell you I was talking like this, hey everybody, it's your host WKFLO, and you're tuned in to WKFLO Rhythm Release, where the flow just don't stop. Oh yeah. But now that I got the video going and my whole setup is different. See, I used to be at the computer and I literally was up on the microphone like this. But now we're working on it. I heard some things that I didn't necessarily care for on episode 1 of season 2, but I overall loved it. I love the video. I've watched it so many times because I want to, just get better. This video will actually have something different as my intro, so I'm excited about that. And I'm just going to keep growing and flowing with this thing. Either way, I thank you all for tuning in and listening up. Like I said, this is Rhythm Release, where we play nothing but the hits from the then and the now. And I have 6 songs for you on this episode that I'm sure will get you grooving, on this day. Sorry that I'm late. Sorry that y'all didn't get one yesterday. But I guess I thought that I was going to be able to edit a podcast and a video every day along with finishing this internship program. Nah, that ain't working. So just to stick to what it is that I'm doing, I'm giving myself a rest in between days. Now, I'm going to try not to go 2 days without it, but, life happens. And because I am a one-woman show, my husband be helping me out here and there, but I do all of my radio and video editing, and that takes time, and I want it to be executed the way I want it to be. So y'all just bear with me, but just keep tuning in, because I promise you I'm going to continue to create content for you so that I can build my brand. Also on this episode we will be highlighting Milira Jones, which was a 1990s R&B singer. We're going to talk about her. And then, of course, as always, we're going to go to On This Day in Black Music History, just so y'all can get y'all history lessons on this music thing. But I'm not going to be long-winded, because guess what? We're about to go ahead and get into the first song, which I'm taking you to 1959 with Ruth Brown, We'll Be Together Again. Let me tell you, this is one I just discovered, but I love Ruth Brown. Was a beautiful, beautiful lady. Oh my goodness. I would love to see Ashley Say So do a video on her, just so we can know about her life. Ashley Says So, I shouted her out on my last video. She does, I didn't go into detail about what it is she does on her channel, but she does all of the old Hollywood and music scandals of back in the day. You know how we be sitting up here gossiping them? I'd be listening. I don't be writing gossiping. I'd be bidding like that. Maybe with one or two homegirls when we were just like, girl, you heard about, but for the most part, nah, but I will listen. But it's always good to know about these folks from back in the day. And I always say that, you know, your elders, a lot of times they do us a disservice because they be trying to act like, you know, they ain't got no past, no skeletons in their closet. Now, I know we all done came through some things, but a lot of us be going through stuff because we feel like we ain't got nobody that can relate with us. And I feel a lot of times that those elders just say, well, baby, you ain't did nothing that I ain't do 40 years ago. We won't feel as bad, but either way, I don't. Anyway, so like I said, we playing Miss Ruth Brown. We'll be together again, 1959. Y'all tune in, listen up, and come back. This is WKFLO Rhythm Release, where the flow just don't stop. We're back. Hopefully you enjoyed those two. Starting us off, we had We'll Be Together Again by Miss Ruth Brown. Like I said, that came out in 1959. So we was able to touch the 50s this episode. And then we took it to the 70s, 1970 to be exact, with Rainy Night in Georgia by Brook, Benton. This song used to always do something to me, and I don't know. I can't really explain it, but I believe that was the same feeling that You Are My Starship by Norman Connors. And I'm talking about this, you know, it's something about the music. It does something to me, like gives me this eerie, sort of sad, almost feeling. But you know, still a beautiful song nonetheless. So hopefully you enjoyed those. And like I told y'all earlier, we're going to highlight Milira Jones. I don't know if some of you have not heard of her, but sister was a bad mama jamma back in her day. I actually have looked her up online, and I see that she's still around. I love to look up people online that I appreciate it. Y'all know I'm gonna pull out the vinyl if I got it. And if you're listening on Spotify, make sure you follow me on Flowtainment so you can see. You know. But I made sure I got this album. But a little bit about Milira. She was born in 1969, September 27th. She's better known as Milira, but her name is Milira Jones. She's an American R&B soul singer born in Hollis, New York. She released 2 albums in the 90s and had 4 charting singles on Billboard's R&B singles chart, with 2 peaking the top 40. Prior to singing with Motown, Milira released her debut album on June 15, 1990, titled Milira. This album spent 42 weeks on Billboard, reaching number 29 on the R&B albums chart. It scored 2 top 40 R&B singles, Go Outside in the Rain. That's the song there. And her cover version of Marvin Gaye's Mercy, Mercy Me. I love
Mercy, mercy me. Things ain't what they used to be. No.
Where did all the blue skies go? Poison is the wind that blows from the north and south and east.
Mercy, mercy me.
Oh, things ain't what they used to be.
Things ain't what they used to be. No.
love that one. Lord, somebody help me. Let me tell you something. That girl there Anyway, on June 9th of 1992, Milira released her follow-up album, Back Again, and 2 songs from the album charted the R&B singles chart. One Man, Woman, and Three's a Crowd. You know what I'm saying? Like, she must have been going through something right there. I'm trying to drive the message home, okay? You leave me alone, and you leave her alone. I know that's right. Jones released her third album titled Solution, which was Christian and gospel themed with a mixture of R&B and soul, and also it was released under her own personal record label called Arlem Records, and the CD album was released on September 12th, 2000. But when the Solution album was released, it didn't turn out to be very successful. So for many years, the album was very rare, hard to find, and out of print until it finally became available on the iTunes store. After leaving the music industry, she became a school teacher at August Martin High School, then on to Jamaica High School, which are both located in Queens, New York. She retired from teaching due to a motorcycle accident where she sustained severe injuries. She is now a real estate investor in North and South Carolina. Boy, why y'all said that? Boy, why y'all said that? Now, after 19 years, Jones is out of retirement from the music industry with the release of her new album, No More Pain, which was released on March 14, 2019, and is also available in the iTunes store, but not on CD. And that's my thing, because I think I did see that she had an album on Spotify, but I wasn't familiar with it. I wanted to play this. And so what I will do is I'm going to make sure I listen to that album that was on there. And sometimes, like I say, you don't know. You just don't know. Like sometimes, like they really have got Anita Baker's music up there. I don't think it's under like her listed under her albums. The songs that I see that they're always on these like mixtape compilation albums on Spotify. But so I just be a little leery of that, and I just wasn't familiar with it. I love that first album, and so I just would have loved to add those songs on here, but they're not on Spotify. But definitely check her out on YouTube. I don't have iTunes, so I wouldn't know if those other albums are on there. I wonder if they would be, though, since she has some that are on there and not anywhere else. But I just wanted to give some love to her because her voice is what gives me life. Shout out to DJ Tan back home in my hometown of Jacksonville, Florida. She actually came up to me. We did a stage play together many years ago, and she said, "You remind me of Milira, that girl that sang Go Outside in the Rain." And I was a little chunkier back then, and I definitely can see it. We have similar, we could be, you see it? The day's begun. I ain't gonna do that. And there's no one. I can't do it. Anyway. Yeah. Y'all go stream her music, like I said. Much love to Miss Milira. With that, that is so funny. We're going to keep it moving, and we're going to play Keep On Moving by Soul to Soul. Came out in 1989, one of my favorite songs of all times. Listen, y'all just don't know. So y'all tune in, listen up, and come back. This is WKFLO Rhythm Release, where the flow just don't stop. Hey y'all, I told y'all on last episode that when I do that little head nod thing, you can't see it on Spotify, but if you're watching on YouTube, I do this little head nod every time it comes on. And I was able to look at that video and I saw that I actually was on beat. I told y'all I don't add the music until after the fact. Like right now there is no music playing. I do that Well, it's hard to say that because if you're listening to it or watching it, you hear the music. But the music is added afterwards, and I just do this. But listen, sometimes I end up on beat. I know how I go. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Didn't realize that my homie Random Thoughts of Rain, who has a podcast called Random Thoughts of Rain. Actually, her name is Love Rains, but the podcast is called Random Thoughts of Rain. I was listening to a few of her episodes the other day, and I was like, we got the same music. But I think her podcast was out last year, far before mine. Actually, I have a interview on there if you want to hear me a little more and more about what it is that I do and the things that I be thinking. Check out Random Thoughts of Rain on there. But anyway, I'm getting all long-winded. Like I said, we kept it on moving and played Keep On Moving by Soul to Soul. Listen. Shout out to my husband cousin, because he gave him this vinyl along with some others that came from his grandmother that passed away. And when me and my husband had our little split, this is before we got married, in the beginning stages or whatever, I took this. I took it. And it's been with me ever since, because this is me. This is me. And so, shout out to Soul to Soul. Karen Willer did the thing on that. How y'all feeling? How y'all feeling? Let me find out y'all feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good. I know that's right. Y'all know I forgot to grab my book. On this day in music history, on this day, August 5th, the number one R&B song of 1972 is Where Is the Love by Roberta Fleck and Donny Hathaway. Come on, somebody. Excuse me. Come on, somebody. And then Demita Jo DuBlanc was born 1940. What Demita Jo? And then somebody named themselves that? I'm gonna look her up. Well, of course, you'll see it. You'll see a photo by the time you see the video, but as of the recording. And then some other important things that happened August 5th. Back in 1944, the Mills Brothers entered the charts with You Always Hurt the One You Love, reaching number 5 R&B and number 1 pop for 5 weeks. Clarence Frogman Henry would ride the song to number 12 pop and number 11 R&B in 1961. And then let's see here, in 1952. Listen. This is, okay, so I talked about them on the last episode. Well, not necessarily about them. I mentioned them when talking about the Shirelles, but this is actually about the Five Royales. They recorded You Know I Know, their second of a career 51 singles. Dang. They also recorded 2 songs at another studio as the gospel group, the Royal Sons Quartet, on the same day. You better be versatile in these streets. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all did that. And then in 1957, Lee Andrews and the Hearts charted with their classic ballad, Long Lonely Nights, reaching number 11 R&B and number 45 pop. They were one of the smoothest doo-wop groups of the 1950s, and the latter-day Hearts, Lee with his wife and son, are still performing in the 21st century. Wow. Listen. You gotta work. You gotta work. Hopefully you all enjoyed that history on this day in music. Make sure you get this if you would like, or you could just listen to me give y'all the history so y'all don't have to. Let's see here. In now that we got that out of the way, I guess we can go ahead and slide on over to the 90s with Mr. Tevin Campbell. I love this song. I love this song. Now, there are going to be some songs on here or that you hear on this show. I might not necessarily say I love them, but I'm playing them because, it's music and we need to hear it. It may be good and it may be new to me. I may have to grow to love it. But this song right here and the one I just played, for sure, I love. Since this song came out in 1998, I make sure I've always had it on some type of playlist. But it's Another Way by Tevin Campbell. So y'all tune in and listen up and come back. This is WKFLO Rhythm Release. What a flow. Just don't stop. I'm gonna get funky with it from now on now. I'm gonna see if I'm on beat doing that dance. Because if I hit record, I know for a fact that beat is gonna drop. And so as soon as I hit record, if I start dancing, I can be on beat with it. So when I add it, at this point, I don't know where we are in the song, but it's okay. How y'all feeling? Thank you for coming back. Did y'all like those songs? Another Way started us off by Tevin Campbell back in 1998. And then I took y'all to the early 2000s. Y'all know I love the early 2000s. See, that's when I was in high school. And we was getting it in at the clubs. And this song, Diary, came out, it actually came out the year before I graduated. But it definitely was in rotation around my senior year and after I graduated. So that definitely is a beautiful song, and it is embedded. And while I'm looking down at my shirt, I want to give a shout out to Currents Exchange clothing line. That actually is my husband's clothing line. I'll be sure to put the information if you want to follow him on Instagram so that you can see his work. He is a self-taught tailor and he is extremely professional. He literally made this shirt. It was not buying the shirt and then embroidering it. He embroidered it and he made the shirt, and I have on pants, but they're shorts and y'all can't see it. Maybe I'll take a photo in it. I don't know. We'll see. But it's a whole ensemble that he created. The bicycle shorts, if you will. Nice fabric with the embroidery on there. Every time I wear it out, people be looking at me like, ooh, what she got on? I promise you they do. They really do. So this is one of 2 Currents Exchange outfits that I have. And actually I have a pair of pants. So I want to make sure I give my husband a shout out, and y'all make sure y'all follow him if y'all are seeing this and y'all like it and y'all support us folk out here doing it. Do you understand? Yes. We're coming to the end of the show. This is where I give all the church announcements and don't really have any except for follow me on either one of these Instagrams, as well as being sure to subscribe to my YouTube. That goes a long way. Once you subscribe and you watch the videos, please be sure to like them. And, if you're not too busy, share it on Facebook or share it to somebody in your text message. You're like, hey, you know what? Look what she doing. Good or bad, I don't care. Even if you're talking about me and you want to share it to somebody and they talk about me, share it and me. God dog. Don't talk about me too bad. It's all good. This is not a sponsored video, but I'm doing everything I can to get attention to this channel. And I'm going to be better with labeling my videos because I believe that may help with the algorithms. That's why we ask you all to like, share, subscribe, and all that such. It helps push us in the algorithms. And y'all see, if y'all on my YouTube, y'all see my channel post. You know, my channel post, but we're gonna get there. I'm not even concerned. But I watched Dr. Nina, and I gave her a shout out in the last video when I was giving YouTuber shout out, and I said she helps me get my whole life. And currently I have been working on my skin. That's why today you do not see me with any makeup on. I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I am not about that makeup everyday life no more. I did it in my 20s. I'm not with it no more. I don't have the time in the day. I can't do that. I can't it's too much time consuming. It's too time consuming, and I just can't. So I think that I'm just going to continue to focus on my skincare regimens and just try to make it look as beautiful as possible on the after effects side without doing too much filtering and anything. I mean, I don't think I look bad though without makeup though. And I go out all the time. Without makeup. I don't think I look bad at all. People be smiling at me. You know. We ain't gonna talk about everything else, cause child, who still got it? Me or my husband. Anyway, you gonna keep it for that. But anyway, so yeah, I did want to talk about some products that I just purchased. I have not started using them yet, but I know that Dr. Nina Brown, I watched her live on Amazon. I follow her on Amazon. And I just trust her because she says that anything it is that she's speaking on, she actually has tried. I'm not speaking on it. I'm just telling y'all about it, and I'm about to start using it. So I guess that is speaking on it, but not from the aspect that, oh yeah, this stuff good. I don't know. If y'all see me next episode and my face is burnt off, then y'all might not want to try this. I don't know. But Dr. Nina's face looks beautiful, so I think when I finish, I'm gonna look just like her. But also, now she didn't suggest this when I just went on Amazon, and it was $14.95, and it was small enough to where I'm like, okay, I'm not overspending, and I can at least test it out enough. And these I find are just good enough so that you can see the results in a decent enough time. I did do the retinol kit, and I'm actually almost finished with it, and I liked it. You know, I've been getting compliments on my skin from what I have been using. I have some other products that I've been using. I'll put them here and here. And what else? The other one that comes from a spa that I go to, and I'm not sure if they have a site. They may have a site. If I can find it, I'll put it in the video right here. But I'm gonna try this Jet Set Hydration Kit. It has, you know, different products in here that will, I guess, help hydrate my skin. And I also purchased this kit. It's called the Nurture by Nature. I'm late to the party on this, but I went and looked up some of the YouTube reviews on them, and apparently they've been out for a while. Some people say they found them on Instagram. I found them on Amazon. This one was, I think, a $40 box that I got. And this is the one that will kind of sort of replace the retinol that I bought, because that one was like $30. And I don't know. We're going to see what this e.l.f. does, but I like to mix my products up as well, like use different things. So at least 2 different types of brands at a time. Right now I'm using that Eminence that Dr. Nina Brown suggested, as well as something else. I told y'all I'll put it in the video if I haven't already. And I'm sorry to everybody listening on the podcast about me talking about stuff y'all can't see, but guess what? Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube. And then you can see it. But guess what? That was just, again, I'm going to tag these brands on my video because I just shouted them out. They ain't paid me for them. I paid for them. And we'll see what happens when I do these things. Okay, I'm just testing it out for myself. But guess what? Y'all have been beautiful. If y'all have any questions or concerns, email me at info@flotainment.com. Send me those song requests, those dedications, well wishes, voice clips of my jingle. Are you going with the flow? Going with the flow. Listen, send me that so I can add it to my episode. I think that'll be so crude with an R. If all hearts and minds are clear, we are going to end this episode with Giveon and his song All To Me. And this came out in 2021. I got that new on deck. I told y'all from the then and the now. Until next time, I just need for y'all to tune in and listen up and be blessed. Y'all be safe out here in these streets and come back. This is WKFLO Rhythm Release, where the flow just don't stop.